They really think because
What's
they're in
good,
the
y'all?
middle between
What's good, y'all? My bad, man. My bad. Yeah, was that too much? Was that too much? That might have been too much. It might have been too much. That was literally an ad, bro. Like, how we get like a mariachi band, bro? We get some Mexican music on a Mexican video, titled video. Look at this. Look at this shit, bro. You can't make this up, bro. Hey, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. It's currently 11:31 at night. I just done 10 plus hours on the clock. The grind don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shouts out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. We got Mexican gangs. Mexican gangs threaten ICE officers with this. Let's see what it's hitting for.
they really think because they're in the middle between black and white that they're white adjacent, when that's far from the truth.
Knowing the ICE raid situation and how it's been spreading throughout the country, it's like watching a soap opera. You don't know what you're going to get. And although the protests are over, the ICE raids are continuing, especially in communities with Hispanic strongholds. Now, of course, any immigrant can be deported, but in places like Los Angeles, where you have Hondurans, Mexicans, and other Spanish-speaking people, it's safe to say that these Latino strongholds will be more likely to hold illegal citizens there. And of course, the blacks in Los Angeles have been putting the Hispanics on notice.
Y'all know when Latinos and Hispanics be like, black Americans are next? They really thought that black Americans are immigrants. And that explains why they voted the way they voted. They try to get us up out of here.
They must not understand English fully. What?
Say to the Latino community, not only did your ESL classes, but the American educational system failed you tremendously, because black Americans are not immigrants and we're not going anywhere. And this is how ill-informed they are. They really think because they're in the middle between black and white that they're white adjacent, when that's far from the truth.
The blacks tried to warn the Hispanics, but they didn't listen. The Hispanics thought that their day would never come, but as you know, it has. And when I started infiltrating these Hispanic communities, some of the residents felt that they were being treated unfairly. Even people who had legal green cards were still being arrested and detained, and possibly even deported. And this prompted a particular Hispanic mayor or vice mayor in a city called Cudahy to really get out there and say something drastic.
Whoever's the leadership over there, just your members in order.
A shocking message about the ICE raids posted on social media by an elected official, Cynthia Gonzalez, who serves as the vice mayor of the small city of Cudahy, which is located in southeast LA County. The message isn't for the federal government. It's for some of the most violent street gangs in Southern California.
I want to know where all the cholos are at in Los Angeles. 18th Street, Florencia. Don't be trying to claim no black, no
They calling reinforcements.
If you're not showing up right now, trying to like help out.
The video.
Oh boy. This is why we don't need women as the president, bro.
To claim no black, no nothing. If you're not showing up right now,
He said we're the cholos.
trying to like help out.
The video, which is over 1 minute long, has since been taken down. The FBI can't confirm or deny an investigation into Gonzalez's words.
If you guys didn't realize, that is Vice Mayor Cynthia Gonzalez, who actually has a doctorate in education. She is calling out to some of these notorious Hispanic gangs like 18th Street and Florencia. And she's saying, listen, you guys will terrorize your own communities, but now that the ICE agents are here,
that's what she was saying? Goddamn. Maybe I didn't understand.
Our people, you're not doing nothing about it. So all of that violence you have for everybody else, why don't you come and check out the ICE agents and show how tough you are? Because when the ICE agents come through, you ain't nowhere to.
I don't think those are illegal immigrants, though. I don't think the gangs, the LA. I mean, I'm sure a grip of them is though. I mean, they is gang members now, but I don't know.
To be found, and this is supposed to be your block. In other words, why don't you guys go out there and get your guns and start? Now,
I guess she was kind of calling for reinforcements.
may not be inciting violence directly, but it can definitely be inferred what she's talking about. Defend your blocks from the ICE agents, even though the ICE agents are looking for illegal immigrants. And that doesn't matter because in her mind, this is our block. So if we want to hold illegal people or illegal citizens or stuff like that, it doesn't matter because this is our block. This is Cudahy. So
yeah, but you're a legal citizen, right? You're a mayor, right? A vice mayor, right? Of a city in LA, which is a city in America, in California, in America. And you're trying to go against the government? Be lucky they don't deport your ass. The fuck, you better quit playing. You better quit playing, cause I guarantee you won't be vice nothing. You might be. They might fuck with you if votes actually count. But I don't know. She I don't know. Y'all think she's the brightest?
or stuff like that, it doesn't matter because this is our block. This is Cudahy. So
But for sure, bro. I mean, listen. No gang is bigger than the United States government, bro. You gotta go to war about this shit. Y'all want to stay here that bad? Y'all don't want y'all people to get deported? As an illegal immigrant, as a gang member, you know that this is what you signed up for, bro. There's no crying when you get caught. Yeah, your family might, but that man ain't crying. That man ain't crying. He knows this is what he signed up for. It's that simple, bro.
Or stuff like that. It doesn't matter because this is our block. This is Cudahy. So who cares about these ICE agents coming in deporting people that really shouldn't be here? And this has caused people legally to say this.
When you're dealing with a political leader calling upon criminal street gangs to take political
what do you mean? What does he mean by that? Because I don't be fully knowing what be going on.
Doesn't matter because this is our block. This is Cudahy. So who cares about these ICE agents coming in deporting people that really shouldn't be here? And
what do you mean shouldn't be here? Is this like a...
Who cares about these ICE agents?
This is like they're not Mexican, they're Venezuelan, Honduras or something.
Matter because this is our block. This is Cudahy. So who cares about these ICE agents coming in deporting people that really shouldn't be here? And this has...
Or is he talking about just illegal immigrants in general and the versus the legal ones that's already there? I don't know. I'm kind of confused on that.
We want to hold illegal people or illegal... In her mind, this is our block. So if we want to hold illegal people or illegal citizens or stuff like that, it doesn't matter because this is our block. This is Cudahy. So who cares about these ICE agents coming in deporting people that really shouldn't be here? And this has caused people legally to say this.
When you're dealing with a political leader calling upon criminal street gangs to take action, that takes on a far more sinister meaning and perhaps even criminal meaning behind it. I mean, it is one thing to say, you know, local people of the neighborhood, you know, stand up for yourselves. It's another thing to...
What is he talking about? They don't care that they're coming and getting deporting people that shouldn't be there. I'm confused on that, bro.
meaning behind it. I mean, it is one thing to say, local people of the neighborhood, stand up for yourselves. It's another thing to actually call out the
Right, that's
names
what
of
I'm
different
saying, bro.
criminal street
They gonna
gangs and
deport
ask
her
them
ass.
to protect their neighborhood.
They gonna deport her
Of
ass.
course, non-Hispanics will believe that this is actually right. And I'm pretty sure many blacks would agree with what he said. But this is completely different from what Hispanics are believing. Like,
Is
I
that
went
right?
and checked out their side of the story, and what their people are saying about it, and what they're saying is interesting.
Wait a minute. The FBI is investigating a Latino politician for telling gang members to protect their own neighborhoods? But ICE can raid our communities like it's a war zone? Make that make sense, y'all. So check this out. Mayor Cynthia Gonzalez said what a lot of people are too scared to say out loud. She called out the so-called hood protectors.
All right, bro. And then y'all legal ones is just gonna end up in jail, bro. And none of y'all are gonna be left. Y'all can't fight the fucking government. That's what you're gonna have to do. You gotta go to war, and niggas is gonna have to die behind this shit. If you want it that bad, it's not gonna happen. That's what you have to do, though. You feel me? She's not gonna have a job pretty soon, bro. They gonna get her up out of there. Telling
But a
y'all.
lot of people are too scared to say out loud. She called out the so-called hood protectors, the same people who tag up our blocks and are out here banging their sets, and asked one simple question. Where are you at now that the real gangs are rolling through? ICE ain't just locking up criminals, they're snatching up moms, dads, and entire families. Somehow, she's the one who's getting investigated? Are you kidding me? Let's be real here, folks. ICE has been acting like one of the biggest and baddest gangs in America. Kicking down doors, kidnapping people in front of their children. And when a community leader calls that out, she gets a visit from the feds? Hey, look, man.
Yeah.
Call it
The fuck?
controversial. Call it whatever, man.
What do you
I
mean?
see no lies. If you're
She's going against the law, my nigga. What the hell? Of course.
really about protecting your block, then protect the people on it too.
Boy,
Y'all can't go against the government, bro.
Who the you think you
Telling
is?
y'all niggas,
Now,
bro.
this guy is basically saying, listen, she didn't do anything wrong. She's right. She's saying things that many of us felt like, why is the FBI messing with her? And for me, I'm flabbergasted just hearing that. But I actually went into the comment section and I saw a lot of what folks were saying. Look at Edith. She says this: I stand with Cynthia Gonzalez and I am a resident at Cudahy. I don't see what she did wrong, to be honest, end, period. This person goes, she's a baddie. I stand with her.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the f you think you is?
This person goes, plus she called on them to protest, not to commit crimes.
I
First
feel
of all,
what she's
Caddy,
saying, but she can't do that as a politician, bro. You said gang members, like the cholos, like you was like trying to be cool with it, like you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna let you do that, bro. You know, I feel where you're coming from, but as a legal politician, you can't do that.
Arrow, it's your boy.
This person goes, plus she called on them to protest, not to commit crimes. First of all, Katia, you're not silly, all right? You're not dumb. If you're a
Might
gang
be.
member,
Might
gang
be.
members going out to protest,
Might be.
we can infer that some of those gang members are probably on warrants. The last thing a gang member wants to do is to come out and,
Right.
you know, be in front of any kind of police. ICE,
Right.
the feds, whoever
They
else.
run from the police.
Right? Gang members want to be as far away from the cops as possible. The only reason why those gang members would be out there to confront ICE is to catch a body, all right? To be in a shootout. That's the only way they would be. And you know that, but hey, if we want to play silly, we can. This person goes, no, she's right. I was thinking the same thing. Veronica goes, thank you for this post. You said exactly what I've
Bro,
been saying.
this is just the algorithm pushing this to people that, bro. See, the internet. How do I put this, man? People follow people on the internet because they tell them, whoever they follow tells them what they want to hear type shit. You know what I'm saying? They agree with them, you know, like-minded. That's why you follow people on the internet, you know? And that's all this is right here. They happen to agree with her, and so that's the algorithm. Let it be. My algorithm be pushing all my shit goes to straight haters. I swear to God, bro. I don't get no love. Everybody else, I be looking at their shit, they be getting, it look like they get all the love. I get all the hate. My shit goes to straight haters. I swear to God. I swear. My shit goes to straight haters. Her shit went to straight love. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is, bro.
Thing.
Just like the DDG Halle Bailey shit, bro. There's an algorithm for Halle Bailey. Halle Bailey. There's an algorithm for DDG, bro.
Veronica goes, "Thank you for this post."
And it's really boy versus girl type shit.
Exactly what I've been saying since Cynthia put out this video. She didn't say anything wrong. She's only saying what everyone is thinking. This person goes,
and but she's a legal U.S. citizen, bro. It does not make no sense, bro. And most of these comments are probably U.S. citizens, bro.
Exactly my point. Exactly, she said.
Mexican Americans. You know what I'm saying?
Everyone was thinking, but too afraid to say. Yes, she has a major point, of a very big major point. I say keep your neighborhood safe is your hood, and you're letting outsiders bully them. Huh? Now let's talk about Jeanette's comment here. You're letting outsiders bully them. Well, California is in the United States. So the United States is a country, and ICE is a federal agency of the United States government, just like the FBI. So this person is saying, oh, well, ICE is outsiders and bullying your hood when they own the entire country. Damn. You thought it's your hood because you pay rent there, and maybe the gang members thought it was their hood because they bully other people there, but nobody is a bigger bully than the federal government, okay? So the military, ICE, anybody else that is in any sort of form of defense for American taxpayers, they're doing their job. And in the case of these Hispanics, it's like, oh no, these guys are bullies, they're outsiders, but you actually pay taxes that fund this initiative. And it's crazy because some Republicans were actually clapping back.
An elected city official telling gangs to get organized because she didn't like what federal immigration agents were doing. The FBI reportedly showed up at her home after the video surfaced. Now, while they won't confirm whether there's an investigation, they did condemn the video and any calls for violence against law enforcement.
They scared the shit out of her.
Where you stand politically. This is dangerous. We're talking about someone in government encouraging gangs to take action. Whether you agree with ICE or not, we don't solve issues by calling on criminal groups to intervene. That's not leadership. That's chaos.
Let alone a politician,
now, a
bro.
guy who responded
That's
to
crazy.
her, is a guy that doesn't really show his face. So I don't know if he's a gang member. He weighed in on the situation too with Cynthia Gonzalez. He said something that was very interesting.
In my opinion, bro, I just think that she was telling the truth, but it wasn't her place to speak it. You know what I'm saying? As an elected official,
yeah, this is the most logical.
You know, hoods out there, and you basically said they need to step up.
I mean, yeah, if that's like I said, bro, if that's how y'all feel as a race, bro, as Latinos, bro, that's how y'all feel, y'all need to go to war about it. But y'all know y'all can't do that. And it goes back to what I'm gonna keep on fucking saying. If you're an illegal immigrant, you know the risk you took. That's just what it is. You know the risk. Why the fuck would you cry about it? Why the fuck would you cry about it? You know the risk. That's like a gang member getting a life sentence because he caught a body and crying about it. Maybe you should have thought twice. Maybe you should have thought twice, bro.
you know, hoods out there, and you basically said they need to step up, is inciting violence. It really is, bro. And I feel bad for her, though, because I think she was just trying to speak her piece, and it went viral, and people took it out of context, bro. And her being an elected official is coming to bite her in the behind. And I don't think she needs to lose her job, bro, because I think she told the truth, bro. There's a lot of people out there
She's
that
going
claim
to lose
hood,
her job.
and they're nowhere to be found in these ICE raids.
She's
So this
cooked.
guy said, listen,
If the FBI pulled up on her, bro, she's cooked. She's cooked. They finna deport her ass, bro. No cap.
this lady is she's an elected official of California, which is a state in the federal government. So for her to say that, it is wrong. Okay, you're basically inciting violence. And if this guy is having this flag on his face or whatever, you know, you could indicate that whether he's in gangs or that's just what he's doing. But he agrees with what he's saying, but he understands what she was doing. She's telling the truth, but she don't need to be saying that. And because what she is doing is inciting violence. But what these people don't understand is ICE wouldn't be there raiding if they felt that these illegal Hispanics were not there. And this is what blacks were trying to get with when they've been criticized for not standing up for Hispanics. You are basically standing up for a person to say, listen, let them fight ICE, right? Or let them clap back at ICE, let these illegals stay here, then somehow get citizenship and then replace you. All right? Even Mexico, they're deporting people in Mexico right now. I saw,
Bro, y'all have the fear that they're gonna replace?
that clip. It was
I don't know.
interesting. You know, they're rejecting certain immigrants in Mexico as a country. So why don't they go back? It's just as simple. If I do something here in Uganda and, you know, it's wrong, they will deport me. Okay, it won't matter, you know, if I'm paying rent in this house or apartment or in this block. Hey, if they want me to go and leave, I have to go, because why? That's a mandated law. I can't stop that, all right? And the fact that you have a mayor telling other people, gangs, these are the same gangs, 18th Street, Florencia, some of these gangs, when blacks move into those parts of the neighborhood, they've been beaten out and terrorized. These are some of the gangs that blacks have complained about when they move to East LA and they get bullied. These are the same gangs that blacks have complained about. And so you want these same gangs to go out there and fight the ICE raids, so then you can empower these gangs to continue to destroy the community. Let's say if the 18th Street or Florencia were successful against the ICE raids, then what would that mean for you guys? They would continue to terrorize you, but you don't see that coming. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Shady Jackson, back at it again.
Hey, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? So I need everybody to hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn on all notifications so you never miss a video. If you made it to the end of this video and you bored, check out this video to the left or check out my music to the right. I just dropped some new shit on all platforms, Spotify, Apple Music. I'll get at y'all in the next one. And I'm gone. T.Y. P the 9.